How to decorate with shades of blue. Timeless, calming, and sophisticated homes. Now, blue is the most universally loved color in the world. And that's not my opinion, that's actual data. Across cultures, across decades, across design eras, blue remains the color that people trust. But here's the truth that most people miss: blue is not safe. If used incorrectly, it feels cold, flat, predictable, overused. But when you understand how to use the right shade in the right way, blue becomes powerful, it becomes architectural, it becomes emotional. Today I'm going to show you 5 shades of blue that are easy to find, easy to reference, and incredibly effective when you use it correctly. And I'm going to show you exactly how to use them with intention. Welcome back to Home Decor 101, your YouTube home decor channel. Also, don't forget to check the description box where I give you some really cool things for your home, all in beautiful shades of blue. So we're going to kick off with navy blue. Now, navy is not just simply dark blue. Navy is authority, it carries weight. It grounds a room instantly and makes everything placed against it look deliberate. That's why navy has remained a design staple for centuries now. When you use navy blue on walls, you create depth. The room visually recedes, which makes it feel more expansive rather than smaller. And that surprises people. Dark colors, when used with confidence, do not have to shrink a space, they actually anchor it. Now, navy blue works exceptionally well in dining rooms, offices, and bedrooms. It pairs beautifully with warm metals like brass and aged gold, and it becomes especially striking when layered with natural wood tones. The key to navy is contrast. Crisp white trim just really sharpens it, while cream will soften it a little bit. But when you pair walnut with it, oh my gosh, it just enriches it. It makes it look so regal and elegant. What you do not do is combine navy with cool grays. That is how rooms begin to feel corporate rather than refined. Navy demands intention, but when used correctly, it never goes out of style. Next up, we have sky blue. Sky blue is where air enters the room. It's open, it's expansive. It reflects light in a way that makes even small rooms feel breathable. This is the shade people gravitate toward for bedrooms and bathrooms, powder rooms, and for good reason. It lowers your visual tension, it relaxes the nervous system, and it suggests like openness and clarity. But here's the critical detail: sky blue should not, in most cases, be paired with stark white unless you want a coastal cliche look. Instead, introduce some warmth to it. Use linen textures, use soft beige upholstery. Layer in some woven materials. When sky blue is balanced with warmth, it feels elevated rather than themed. If navy blue is authority, I would say that sky blue is serenity, peaceful. You use it when you want a space to just take a deep breath and exhale. Next up, we have teal blue. Now, teal is confidence with a little bit of jazzy personality. It sits between blue and green, which makes it emotionally complex and visually rich. Teal works beautifully in living rooms and statement spaces because it holds both vibrancy and depth. It feels collected rather than trendy when paired with earthy tones like rust and camel and deep brown. Teal against walnut furniture is particularly strong. You can add some matte black accents and the room immediately feels super curated. Now, what makes teal successful is restraint. You don't need every wall painted teal unless you're going for a color drenched room. One feature wall, a velvet sofa, or cabinetry in this shade can transform a room without overwhelming it. Teal is for those who want sophistication without giving up the character of the room. And now we have powder blue. Now, powder blue is softness without it being super fragile, if that makes sense. It carries a vintage undertone that feels nostalgic, but not outdated when used properly. This shade is particularly powerful in kitchens and bedrooms because it brings lightness without the harshness of white. In cabinetry, powder blue feels charming. On walls, it feels graceful. The key to using powder blue is going to be texture. So pair it with a brushed brass hardware. Combine it with marble surfaces. Introduce subtle floral or classic patterns. This is how powder blue avoids feeling like too childish and juvenile and instead becomes quietly elegant. It's very subtle, I will say that, but subtle design decisions are often the most powerful ones that you can make in a room. And lastly, we have slate blue. Now, slate blue is the blue for modernist. It carries gray undertones, making it muted and architectural. This is the shade you choose when you want depth without drama. Slate blue feels intelligent, it feels controlled, it feels balanced. It performs beautifully in offices, entryways, and contemporary living rooms. Now you can pair it with charcoal, warm taupe, and layered lighting. Slate blue thrives in layered environments. When combined with soft lighting and textured fabrics, it feels expensive without really trying to. This is not a loud, in-your-face shade. This is a strategic shade. So now let's talk about how to choose the right blue for your space. Here's the question that matters. Which one should you choose? If you want grounding and structure, choose navy. If you want openness and calm, choose sky blue. If you want personality and richness, choose teal. If you want softness and subtle charm, I would go with powder blue. And if you want some modern depth in your room, definitely go with slate blue. But beyond shade, understand this. Blue works best when you balance it. Too much coolness without warmth creates sterility. Too much contrast without texture creates flatness. Always layer your materials. Always introduce something organic. Just because you're introducing organic doesn't mean you're going organic modern or rustic. You can do wood or linen or leather or woven fibers. Blue becomes timeless when it is grounded in nature. Okay, so really quickly, here are my final thoughts. Blue is not a trend and it's not trendy. It is foundational. It has survived centuries of shifting aesthetics because it adapts so well. It evolves so well. It supports so well. The difference between a forgettable blue room and a sophisticated one is not just the paint color alone. It's what you decide to do with it after you paint the room. So choose your shade, commit to it, then layer it with warmth. Let it do what blue has always done best, create calm strength. Now, if this helped you to think differently about blue, subscribe for more design guidance. And tell me in the comments which shade that you actually would use in your home. For me, it's probably navy or teal, but I'm leaning more so towards navy just because I love it. But blue done right doesn't just decorate a room, it actually defines it. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.